This is the very first official video uploaded to this channel. So excited about this. The reason I say official is because there is a video ahead of this, or that was uploaded to this channel before, but it was just me and a friend that was messing around doing a project for Spanish class. Yeah, don't even need to get into that, you know what I mean? But I guess I should start off with some kind of introduction, right, since this is the first time y'all are actually watching. I'm Tamaro. Yes, that is my name, Tomaro. The Tamaro, go by Maro for short. So that is that. I will definitely talk about the making of that here in a little bit, but I just wanted to kind of start off by saying what this channel is going to be about. You know, I want to make it into a podcast type of channel where it's not going to be anything serious, you know. It's going to be me, friends. Y'all will see some friends pop up in more than one video, but you know, it's just going to be us talking about things and the going on in the world and just our life experiences, even at a young age. You know what I'm saying? I'm 20, almost 21, turning 21 soon in October. So hopefully I have maybe 2-3 videos before I do that video, because I do want to do some kind of special for my birthday, you know. But to kick it off, I do want to be very consistent with this. I want to get on the grind with this, you know. I have a friend that's already doing his podcast, and he is doing an amazing job, you know. But, you know, when he had me on there, you know, we were talking, conversating, and his is more of the serious type vibe, you know, building himself up as a person, trying to help others build as a person, you know. And of course, I'm wanting that too, always, but I gotta laugh. I gotta make people laugh. It's crazy for it to be so serious. Even though I'm not that type of guy, I always have to have some kind of joke in the middle, because a good joke goes a long way to me. A good joke goes a long way to me. And I at first wasn't gonna do this podcast yet until later on, probably I want to say a year from now. But I was actually listening to a podcast, and that's already something else, because I don't like listening to podcasts myself. I know, very hypocritical. Wow, very hypocritical of me to try to start one up and not listen to one. But my friends have always been trying to get me to listen to some podcasts, and I just personally don't want to listen to a person talk over like a phone for over like an hour or so, just talking about stuff, especially if it's not over the phone type stuff, like a conversation. I was like, not happening. It's not happening. But push come to shove, one day at work, I put one headphone in, started listening to a podcast by a YouTuber that I actually watched since they were like this. And when I say like this, no, I don't mean like this little small. I mean their like popularity was small, you know. And he used to do animation, still does, I think. But I watched him animate, go through life and all of that stuff, and decided to make a podcast. So I was like, why not try him? You know, he already makes me laugh. Let me see what he's talking about. As soon as I listened to the first episode, I fell in love, man, with the podcast. Hold on now. But I fell in love with the podcast. I laugh a lot, and he has his friend, The Thrill. Wow, I just gave away a name. But yeah, if y'all know, y'all know. Them two, they kind of conversate, talking about stuff, and it's always funny to me, always makes me laugh, and for some reason I've always wanted to start something similar, but I just never wanted to. But back to the task at hand, I was listening to them, and he said something very smart. He was like, a wise guy walked up to me, and he was like, never put an excuse on top of why you didn't do something right away. Like, every time you try to start something, but you push it back because, maybe you're not in the right apartment, maybe you need more money first, or there's always going to be a excuse before you actually start something up. Don't let that be the case. Go ahead, just push it out there and build as you grow. And like, build the channel, build your passion as you're growing up as a person. And I took that to heart because as I was thinking about making this podcast, I told a couple of my boys, and we were sitting in the crib, we were just talking about it, having a little group discussion about it. And I come to the terms of I should wait until I kind of move out where I have more freedom. Because first off, I just want y'all to be ready, because this podcast is not a censored type of podcast. Yes, it's gonna be on YouTube and all that stuff, and I do gotta watch myself, but I want to be able to speak my mind. You know what I'm saying? Even at 21, I still would like to speak my mind. And what better yet than YouTube, and have all of my friends be able to come and talk with me, just so y'all can watch and get entertainment out of it, So I was like, yeah, I should definitely wait till I get an apartment and move out, you know what I'm saying? Do that to where I'm not bordered by any guidelines, because I do live with other people that are in the house. And yes, I am a PK. For those that don't know what that means, I'm a pastor's kid. Yep, I can already hear some people that I know that are gonna just talk. But yes, I'm a pastor's kid doing this. But the thing is, and I want to do a whole separate video about just that, being a pastor's kid. But I want people to know that even as a pastor's kid, I have views, my own views. You know what I'm saying? I am a believer in Christ. That is number one. But I want to make sure other people know that, there's more things to me than being a pastor's kid, not being the worst of the worst, like they say, but also just not being all up in the church. You know what I'm saying? We have other things to us. So, but like I said, that would be a whole different video. Just doing whatever I love, doing what I love, talking with my friends is what I'm wanting to do. So that's why I said I'm going to get an apartment first before I do that. But then I was like, no, because what if that turns into an excuse? I can't let that be my excuse, So y'all are witnessing what is going to be great in the future, and it's going to inspire, hopefully, those that are at my age or maybe even younger to start at 15, 16 if you want, even though you might not think 40-year-olds might listen to you, but maybe your colleagues, maybe your classmates will listen to you, your friends will listen to you. You might be one of the biggest things out there, just from talking, from being like podcasts that I've seen. You're usually got some experience in life, at least 25, 26 and up. Me, I have not reached that mark yet, but that doesn't mean I don't have a lot to say, which I do, as to why I'm starting this podcast. So decided not to let the apartment be my excuse and just push it out. So yeah, that is what's going to be going on with this podcast. I'm going to be having a lot of things, a lot of characters that y'all are going to see on here. So get ready for that. I can't promise y'all anything. I'm a man of my word, and I can tell y'all that commitment. I will do whatever I can to be committed to this because I do have a passion for this. I also have a passion for music. I'll plug that later. But I just have a passion for just talking, making jokes, cracking jokes, and just being a comical character. Not necessarily a comedian, but just being me and having people laugh. So I said all that to say, this is the introduction video. Like I said, Tamaro, but the reason why I am Tamaro, I will tell that story. It all came from back when I was in school, in high school. I was doing music, starting up music. It was probably my junior or senior year. I was already writing for music, and with writing, I never could record because I don't have like the equipment, the instruments to do that. I knew a couple of people that were already making music and recording, but I just didn't have that yet. And I guess I was singing one day, and a dude I was friends with, his name's Nimmy. Shout out to him if you're watching this. Shout out to you. He heard me singing. He was like, "Yo, you can sing? Since when?" And I was like, I don't like to say I can sing, but I think God's given me a tiny gift since I was young. And he was like, "Okay, cool. Do you do music?" I was like, "Do I do music? All right, here and there." He's like, "Have you recorded?" Is what I'm asking. I was like, "Nah, I don't have anything to do that." So why haven't you told me? You know I do music. You can come over and do some recording or something. And I instantly was like, "Oh snap! Is God really making a way, like, for me to actually get a song in? I mean, maybe this is for real. Maybe this was what I'm supposed to do." So I told him. We talked more about it and how music fed in my life. Sorry for that pause. How music was a huge impact in my life, and then how music was a big impact in his life. Hit it off really fast, and he goes, "Cool. So what's your name? What's your stage name?" And like I said, I can already see the people I know coming at me, but my name was Ice Tray at the time. Ice Tray. Don't clown me. Long story to that, but long story short, the name's technically not mine. I got it from my brother. Someone called him that. I took it from him because I knew that I wanted to do music. Didn't know when, but I knew he wasn't going to use it. So I was like, "I'm Ice Tray. I'll take that." But when I told him that, he looked at me like I was stupid, and then he laughed at me. And of course, I wasn't necessarily the boldest in high school, nor the bravest, and I didn't have that kind of confidence when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I was a little embarrassed, and I was like, "Okay, what's wrong with Ice Tray?" And he's like, "Dude, you're trying to get out there. You're trying to get noticed, right?" I'm like, "I mean, yeah, of course I am." He's like, "So I'm guessing you rap or something?" I'm like, "Oh no, I'm not a rapper. I do rap. I can rap, but I'm not a rapper. I sing more than rap." He's like, "Okay, well then why are you giving me this look like you were supposed to come out in the Ice Cube era, but on SoundCloud? Like you sound like a SoundCloud rapper back in the 80s. I was like, "Ouch. What was that for, bro?" And he's like, "I'm just telling you the truth. If you're trying to make it, bro, Ice Tray does not spark me to click on. It sparks me to think, oh, he's just another average rapper trying to go out, and he's probably rapping about the streets." And I'm like, "I'm not. I'm suburban. No street in me besides where my family is from. So I guess not." He's like, "You should change it. You should change it to something that suits more of you." It's like, well, I guess I should, since Ice Tray is technically not mine. So I thought about it, started spitting, words, or names, I should say, to him. And he was just looking like, no, you're getting worse and worse and worse. To be honest, I was spitting out usernames like my Instagram username and Snapchat username, and he's sitting here like, dude, stop. First off, think about it. Let it come to you. Get back to me. Matter of fact, when we go record, and this was probably like a Monday, Tuesday, he's like, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, come to my house. We'll record. Have your name by then. I'm like, cool, I'll do that. A few days go by. I'm thinking hard, and nothing is sticking. That week goes by, nothing. The next week goes by up until Saturday. I have nothing. Comes the day of, and I'm at his house. Recording goes wonderful. Even his dad walks up to his room and says, whoever is doing the recording, y'all sound great. So, props to him. But after we finish up the recording and I was about to dip, he goes, whoa, let me send this to you. What's your email? Give him my email, easy. He goes, cool, what's the title of the song? Tell him. He goes, now, what's your name? And I stop. I'm like, oh, crap. I totally forgot. I forgot to make a name. So I was just like, this whole time I was thinking and I didn't come up with one. I started looking around his room, and this man has a lot of posters in his room. I do as well now, but he had a lot of posters in his room, and I was just looking at his posters thinking, all of a sudden I saw a poster that had a Camaro on it. Yes, my name comes from that. Camaro is my favorite car of all time. Always will be and forever. Amen. But yeah, Camaro is my favorite car, and I was thinking, what can I do with Camaro? I don't want to be called a Camaro or Chevrolet or Chevy. So I thought about it, and I was like, hold up, my name starts with a T. Why not put a T in front of it? So I thought Tamaro. But I didn't want the A as well because I don't know why. I wanted people to be able to break up my name and it still be a name like Tom and then Arrow. So that's how I came up with Tamaro. Told him. He was like, I love it. Tamaro. It sounds different. Sounds like you. Let's do it. Types it in. By the way, he spelled it wrong. He put T-E. But we won't get into that. But yeah, that's the beginning of Tamaro. Tamaro for short, of course. But yeah. So shout out to Nimi once again. Because of you, here I am with the name Tamaro. I even have Tamaro on the back of my seats in my car. And my soon-to-be mother-in-law made a jacket for me with the name Tamaro on it. Yes, I love that jacket. It's my favorite jacket of all time. So I will take that to my grave. Yeah, that's Tamaro. That's the introduction. What more can I say? You know, it's not really much to do. I don't really have an intro yet either. But just know, for videos to come, it's going to be fun. Just tune in. I'm usually going to have someone with me that is, discussing topics with me. It's not going to be just me like this. This is just a one-time thing, maybe. Never know what the future may hold. But yeah, guys. Gosh, I don't want to say this, but I guess it's makes sense too. But subscribe if you like it. I would say watch this fully. Maybe watch another episode before you subscribe. Just make sure you really like this, you know what I'm saying? Because I do want to get out there. I want to be one of the biggest podcasts out there, especially at a young age. But I don't want the fakers, they'll subscribe and then, never even go back and watch the channel I am one of those. I have subscribed to a video or a channel just because of one video. Never watched any of their videos ever again. No, it's not hurting anyone. No, it's not hurting me. No, it's not hurting you. But when it comes to this channel, I do want you to have some fun. I want you to watch it. I want you to enjoy, get some entertainment, if you know what I'm saying. So, wow, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay. I swear the next person that it will be in the next episode is going to talk about that. But it's okay. I'm ready for it. Hopefully y'all are ready for it. So yes, I will say subscribe if you are really into this. Enjoy this. Like it. And share with all of your friends, all of your family members. And yeah, it's going to be a blast. I didn't want to say that. But yeah, alright guys. Until next time.